Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. First, let me thank President Obama for his leadership on this issue, and Jordan can be counted on to play our part. We need to shut down the sources of extremist support and push back and defeat these groups. This demands a coalition of the determined, one that can combat the threat with consistency and resolve. Allow me to salute the partnership that is gearing up. Three principles are important as we proceed. The first is global reach and commitment. The threat is not only in Syria and Iraq, but also in Sinai, Nigeria, Libya, Yemen, Mali, the Horn of Africa, and more. It is not an Arab or Muslim fight anymore. It affects every delegate here and beyond. It is the fight of our times. Success requires a united struggle backed up by strong resources. Success also requires a holistic approach. Transnational terror grows on the back of crises, grievances, and sectarian conflict. Winning hearts and minds requires a strong stand against marginalization, poverty, and exclusion. In parallel with security measures, there must be diplomacy, development, job creation, education, and more. A second key principle is immediate action. The new breed of extremism is recruiting worldwide through social media and covert partnerships. The more resource-rich territory they hold, the more self-perpetuating they become. Time is of the essence. We have started taking action, and the coalition must see this through. The third requirement is transparency. These groups rely for their survival on international transactions and support. Mr. President, there has to be a zero-tolerance policy to any country, organization, or individual that facilitates, supports, or finances terror groups, or provides weapons or promotes propaganda, whether through media outlets or misusing religious clerics, that incites and helps recruit fighters to these terrorist groups. Compliance must also be absolute. Countries cannot comply in one theater while making mischief in another. Senior figures in every religion and country must speak out against intolerance and distortion. I and others have made clear that ISIS and related ideologies are in no way related to Islam, nor should we permit any form of Islamophobia. Jordan has taken a lead in interfaith initiatives, and we are working now on introducing a Security Council resolution that will address the systematic targeting of religious communities. The world must also act as one to help solve global injustices. We cannot underestimate the recruitment power of a sense of exclusion from basic human rights. First and foremost is a just resolution to the Palestinian-Israeli conflict. A united global voice is equally vital in supporting an inclusive political solution in Syria. And in Iraq, we are encouraged to see a solid start for an inclusive new government that will fight terrorist efforts to exploit sectarianism. Finally, I hope that there will be a global call to action to support countries like my own at the forefront of the fight. Jordan is a critical linchpin of stability. Our borders stand secure with terror threats on two fronts. And just this week, we foiled yet another terrorist operation against our country. And of course, we remain a major shock absorber for massive refugee flights from Syria. But we are holding up these critical responsibilities under enormous economic pressures. Global support will play a key role in keeping our country resilient and moving forward. Jordan also seeks a renewed push to get promised refugee assistance flowing for all host countries and communities and inside Syria itself. Thank you, Mr. President.